Morning, just out walking the dogs, and I don't know, I just thought I'd do a video now, probably put it on the channel in a bit. Hope you're all well. Trump won the other day, obviously everyone knows, whether you're happy or not. He's the new elected president of the United States. Me personally, I think he's needed. A lot of people won't agree with me, a lot of people will. You just have to look at the state of the people that wanted Kamala in. They're having absolute breakdowns. I mean, there's people in England that are having anxiety attacks. Students are getting counselling and talking about it because it's like life ruining, and that is sad to see. More than anything, the fact that the people around the world are that broken about someone being elected is it just shows the power of what the media's done. They've poisoned the minds of these innocent people and created anxiety inside them. And the best way of me putting it is, you can see it even more nowadays if you're in England. November, remember the 5th of November. It's never been as bad, but a lot of people are so concerned about fireworks and upsetting people now that people are outraged that we're having bonfire nights, and they're using the dogs, saying, you know, don't use fireworks, it's wrong, it's upsetting my dog, blah blah blah. And I understand there are certain breeds of dogs that are upset about fireworks, and you'll never change that. But this is where I'm getting to with the Kamala campaign and the fear that they put in of what would be if Donald Trump got in. People will wrap the dog up inside a house and not let it understand what's going on outside when the fireworks are going off. And the fear of the owner of the dog being upset will pass down to the dog and create anxious and anxiety inside the dog and fear. And it was, oh my god, what are them bangs, what's going on? And although the owner's trying to protect the dog, there's no harm coming from the loud bangs. They're just a display of beauty, really, and a celebration of what happened in 1605, I think it was. And what they're actually doing is creating this anxiety themselves. Now, I've got two dogs, don't know if you can see them. There's Elsa, and then that's Frankie there. Here he is, Frankie. Now, he's a rescue dog. He's come from Greece, and we got him, and he was a nervous wreck. A lady had him in London, and we ended up adopting him off her, and he was terrified of me. He didn't like men, especially tall men. My friend's 6'4", and when my dog saw him, he was like an ankle biter. He was terrified of Mike, and as soon as Mike had turned around, he'd go for his heels. And now he's fine with men. But fireworks, he freaks out, and I'll spin round. Anyway, he's all right with them now. I took him for a walk the other night, just out here. I'm in the middle of nowhere, but the view at night, you can see the fireworks for miles around. It's beautiful. You can just, honest to God, it's amazing what you can see out here at night when the fireworks were on. And it didn't bother him. Rockets, everything didn't bother him, because he was out enjoying himself. He knew what was going on. He looked at them a few times and he was fine. My other dog Elsa, she's never ever been affected by fireworks, because when she was a pup, we got her the first time. As soon as I heard fireworks, I got a lead on her and I walked her. She was like, what's going on? And then after that, never ever phased her, never. What's happened with the media is they've put this fear in people, and a lot of them do believe that Trump was going to be bad, and that fear of them has been put through a box, a screen that everyone watches. and it's been printed into the minds of these people that Donald Trump is bad. If he gets in, we're all gonna die, and that's basically what they've done. And love him or hate him, I didn't like him, but the man, when he was in last, he did a lot of good. If you look at what he's done over the past, well, not what he's done, what the Biden and Kamala administration have done over the past, they've kind of ruined the economy for everyone. They've been printing trillions in, although, yeah, Trump did it as well, but he made it work for the country. In the long run, he invested it all, and then the Biden got in and he cancelled so many things that he had in place, and just took out more debt with no reason for it. You can't do that, and he created inflation all over the world, because that's what happens when you pump out dollars out of nowhere. Anyway, now they're having mental breakdowns, all these people. That just shows you how much we did need Trump, and they'll never understand it. You'll never make them listen. They'll always defend what they believe is right. We've just got to help them and make them realise that it ain't that bad. That people don't like change. They really don't like change, and you've just got to guide them the right way, and make them say, look, you know, just give it time. At the moment, nothing's happened. You know, Putin wants to talk to him. Everyone hates Putin. They think that this is it. There's going to be wars. I'm not being funny, but Putin didn't want to deal with Biden or Kamala. He attacked Ukraine because there was weak leadership around the world. I mean, anyone who understands war knew that was going to happen. If Trump was in, nothing would have happened. And the fact that people kept funding this war, this is the stuff that they don't realise. The war, there was billions being pumped into this war, and because of it, loads of innocent men have been killed. That's the bit you don't understand. All they do is say that Putin's killed these men, and yeah, he has, and it's wrong. He should not be doing what he's doing. It's disgusting, actually. But we are putting fuel in the fire. You're pumping petrol into a fire that's out of control. If you stop putting fuel in the fire, then the fire goes out. And that's what England and United States have been doing. And I think now, and this is what I've said sort of to my brother, as I think he was more on the Kamala Harris campaign. I said to him, if Kamala stayed in, there was never going to be a deal, and the war will continue, and they're going to run out of troops. So what's going to happen? Well, Brits and Americans are going to have to fight the war, because there's going to be no Ukraine men left. That's just what will happen. At the end of the day, Putin will keep pushing. He's getting millions of men put into his military every bloody month, whatever, coming of age. It would have carried on, and they would have flattened Ukraine. So what I think Trump will do is say to Zelensky, look, mate, I'm sorry, but you're killing all these men in a war that you'll never win. So hear me out. Give Putin the land he wants, okay? Give Putin the land he wants. Write a treaty, and then that's it. That's the history book written. He cannot have any more land that he thinks is back, okay? You give him that land, and Putin understands that if he steps foot on any of the land that he's not agreed to, then it will be war, okay? But America will do good deals with you. You'll get the best price for everything that you've got, because Ukraine's full of minerals. We'll give you a really good price on it. You give us the energy, we'll give you the money, we'll help you build the infrastructure, we'll rebuild Ukraine, it'll be better than it was before, we'll get the families looked after for centuries, we'll sort that out. And Putin, you can have your land, okay? That's all Putin wants, is that land. At the end of the day, there's no more war. That's what I think will happen. But we'll see. I'm not Donald Trump. I'm not a world leader, do you know what I mean? So But that's what I think he'll do. I think he'll do a good deal with Zelensky for the land he's lost, and he'll try and reimburse some of the families, and he'll give them good infrastructure. He'll build Ukraine better than it was before. I mean, that's what they were going to do with BlackRock, wasn't it? But Trump will do it, and I think he'll obviously do good deals, get our energy down, but won't control it like obviously them other bloody people would have. I think they'd abuse it. Well, they'll profit from it. I mean, Trump's going to profit from it. Everyone wants to do stuff like that, but yeah. Oh, Kestrel. Oh no. Yes, Kestrel. Do you see it? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's just flying there. Just there somewhere. That was cool, that. It must have been in the ditch getting its breakfast. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, I was going to do a video, but it wasn't going to be like about Trump. But yeah, it's sad to see all the people having these breakdowns. I mean, the fact that they're pulling the camera out to record them, you're putting fear and anxiety into more people. Keep that to yourself. Have a nervous breakdown on your own. Don't do it for clicks and likes, because you're affecting people's emotions by doing stuff like that. But again, these are, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I think they're mentally unstable people, and they do need help. But it just shows the kind of people that were voting for Kamala. We're here. We're not horrible people. We're not doing it to affect you like they keep saying. Why would you do this to me? Look, unfortunately, these people are like spoilt children. They have been told that everything they do is right, but not everything you do is right. You've got to be a good, solid parent and teach the kids that that is wrong, and that's not how society works. You can't just stand in the way just because you think that that's all right. Get out of the way and let people pass. It's polite, it's manners. What you're doing is wrong, but they don't. These people just let these childish human beings do whatever they want, and because of it, they feel like they're the wrong uns. And unfortunately, they don't understand that they've just been spoiled. They're just spoiled children. But the big babies, the men my age, and it's sad, because every day that I go round, I can see this happening. They just having little wobblers because they don't get their own way. You know, you got to lose a race sometimes. It's just what happens in life. You can't win everything. If you think that everything is happening for you, and then when it doesn't, it's because people don't like you. It's not. It's because people want better for them and their family. You know, you can't expect the world to revolve around you. Like, that's just, no. Don't get me wrong, I'd have been a bit gutted if Kamala got in, because she can't lead. She can't deal well under pressure. She's never built anything up that's big. She can't make a decision. She keeps saying that she's not going to make any changes to the Biden administration, but the Biden administration's destroyed America and Europe by putting inflation up, and price of everything's gone through the roof. People are broke. The homeless is up. They're paying $365 a week to illegal immigrants. That other veterans aren't even getting paid for anything. The people on the street that are drug fueled, drugs pumped into America. All this stuff has happened over the past 4 years, but unfortunately the media is for it. They're not against it, so they don't tell all these mentally unstable people all this information, because they want Kamala in, because it'll be good for the pharmaceutical companies. They profit from it. At the end of the day, and something I've learned, especially after 2020, is the media is not for you. They want to tell you what they want you to hear, not what you need to hear, which it used to be, or some of it. They are paid by billionaires to tell you what they want you to believe, and they use you as a weapon, unfortunately, so that you go and vote for the people that they want in, that will give them more power over you. and that is terrifying. And Donald Trump hasn't just won that election, he's blown it out of the water. He's been attacked for months, for years. Yeah, it's mad. Anyway, I've got to go. Minutes up. All right, guys, take care. Bye.